Hey yo, what's up? What's going on out there? This is your boy O.Javier.TV, and you already know am with.
The one and only Tyler River. We're in the cut right now in the Blue Room podcast, the Blue Room Theory podcast.
Blue Room Theory is underway. It is episode number 4, and I'd like to thank you, everybody that's been with us for the last 3 episodes, and now the 4th. This is especially for you. Thank you for looking out. We appreciate it. We love you. Thank you for your support, for your love, and we've been getting a lot of awesome feedback, and also a lot of hate, which is actually
The same thing as love.
Exactly. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. Like you feel the love, but then you feel the hate, and at the end of the day, it's the same shit.
That's like when your girl tells you, "I hate you."
Yeah, right.
That means like you love me.
Like if she ever says to some other guy, "I hate you,"
She
I would be like,
dude. "Yeah."
I'd be like, "Fuck out my face."
You hate
it's
me?
It's over.
I hate you, Tyler.
It's
over. You love me.
Yeah, exactly.
Word.
Same shit. All right, so this episode is sponsored by Skunk DoctorUSA, your special smoke odor remedy. Make sure you visit them at www.skunkdoctorusa.com and eliminate smoke odor forever.
It's a fact. It's also sponsored by Mob Hookah. MobHookah.com. You can find the newest and most innovative Mob Hookah accessories, where you can get the newest hookahs, the best hookah accessories, and the highest quality of hookah products in the world.
In the world, exactly. You heard that correct. All right, guys. So I'd like to start off today's episode by talking about a topic which has been, for the past few days, actually very, very embedded in my mind, and it has been about thinking bigger. And I know you hear it on motivational talks and about all this, positive thinking and that kind of school of thought. But reality, with thinking bigger, it implies something a lot deeper, right? So I know, a lot of our audience comes from, a certain environment, certain urban, inner city, all that jazz. And I would like to tell you guys that you guys don't have to be a slave to that thinking. And always just that whole environment will influence the way you look at shit. And I want to let you guys know that thinking bigger implies something that there's a bigger world out there. There's something better for you. All right. So if they tell you or you think, oh, I'm just going to be a millionaire, don't just stop there. Why don't you want to be a billionaire?
Why not?
If you want to have a house, why not 3 houses?
7.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One
That's like
one side chick, why not 5?
Yeah, like why would I want to have one wife when I can have 6 wives?
And like 30 concubines.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So that's the point. The point is to think bigger. You want a pit bull, why not 8? And it's not even just doubling in size and numbers. It's more of like you deserve a little bit better than that. And then once you think bigger, even exaggerated bigger, that's when things start to change. Because now you don't limit yourself to what everybody else has, but you go a little bit deeper than that.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And it's funny, man, because when you try to tell, we as men, we have a mission in life, right? And then we try to do certain things. And then we try to accomplish things. And, we have women in our lives, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't get that. They don't get that we're trying to accomplish things, that we're trying to climb.
Sometimes they think we have ulterior motives.
They always think we have ulterior motives.
But sometimes we don't.
I mean,
sometimes
honestly,
we just like going to Pizza Hut at 3 a.m. while Pizza Hut might be closed.
Yeah, exactly. But see, like you could get away with that. Like for me, like a girl would know, she's like, you don't need pizza.
Yeah.
Number 1. Definitely not Pizza Hut. And you're not up at 3 a.m. in the morning.
You're tired, Tyler.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not out there. You're definitely getting some buns on the side.
I don't know. I just feel like it's nowadays, these women get mad at everything. You can't please them. Tyler, you're breathing too much. Tyler, you're not breathing enough. Tyler, you're too emotional. Tyler, why are you emotional with me?
Yeah.
Tyler, you're lying. You're too nice to me.
Why are you blinking?
Why are you blinking? You better stop, Tyler. I know why you're doing that.
Why you? Yeah, it's like.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like every little thing. Do you think that's induced by everything that they're exposed to?
I think so.
Their friends, maybe their friends are always talking about, and that also, it's like the friends that the girls have, will influence their thinking.
It's horrible. I judge a girl by her friends.
You have to.
Right away. Like, I don't care how bad shorty is or what she looks like. Or this. Bro.
I judge everybody by their friends.
Bro, if you chill with a girl, or if you're talking to a girl and her friends is hoes, that's not the one.
Yeah. Because even if you're not.
That ain't it, champ.
Like, it's like, oh no, she's the nice one. Everybody's like, no, she's not the hoe. But the other 5 are hoes. So that means that you're a hoe to a certain extent.
You're a hoe by association.
Like if I put you
at the very least
to if I put you next to like a Jehovah's Witness girl, you're a raging whore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, compared to your hoe friends in that little group, she's nice. She's
and also if anything, you know, when they all go out, you're associated by who you chill with.
Exactly. You're associated by who you chill with. So if somebody doesn't know you and they're gonna be like, "Oh, look, this is whoever." Oh, but I know her. Yeah. I know the friend.
I know her and her. Oh, she's with them.
She's been with the crew.
Oh,
so that means, bro. I mean, we've done it. We've been in that situation before.
Feel me?
Like we've seen, like, oh, she's with this chick. Oh, that girl? Oh, word? She's with her?
Yeah.
Oh, so she'd probably get it in, right? And it's like,
that happened to me recently, bro. I was on Instagram, right? I was looking at some shorty. I was like, ooh, shorty thick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, ooh, pee, pee, poo, poo. You know, I slid the DM. Like, what's up, shorty?
Of course.
And then 2 days later, shorty's in an Insta story with some girl that I'm like, oh. And I judged the other girl right away because of who she was with.
I mean, that's just how our brain works.
I unsent like 7 DMs.
Like
consecutive. I wanted nothing to do with that. Shorty was bad too, but you feel me? Like,
unsend it real quick. That's the thing. It's like our brains work like that. Our brains are actually, in order to. There's so much information going on. It chooses the path of least resistance, right? So in order to take a shortcut, it will go off of stereotypes. That's why stereotypes are so. And when comedians make fun of it, we laugh. Because everybody that has a certain stereotype doesn't mean you're racist or discriminatory or whatever.
Of course.
But like, because we can't know everybody, we're gonna associate you with the people you're with. It's just there's a saying in Colombia. It's like, I'm sure this is some of the Spanish countries too, and it's show me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are.
Who you are. Wow.
That's an old saying from like the 1800s or some shit like that. Like some old school saying. You know what I mean? So you have to watch. I do it. I judge people by who they chill with. Mm-hmm. If you tell me you're friends with this person and you're hanging out, blah, 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 I'm like, all right, dude. I guess it's the last time we're chilling. I mean, I'm not going to tell them that, but in my head, I'm saying that. Because I just don't want to go down that path. I know what it is.
Yeah.
No matter who it is.
Uh-huh.
You know? It's like, oh, you're chilling with this person? Oh, cool, man. Yeah, keep doing your thing.
People must think you're a fucking lowlife. You be chilling with me.
I know, man. What the fuck? I'm over here with this fucking
fuck this podcast.
Hookah guy. Yeah, that's it. That was the last episode, guys. About it. You know what I mean? But it's like that's the thing. Like, of course they're gonna judge you, and that's fine. There's no need for that. So now, with that being said, what would you say is the best way to handle a relationship nowadays? In 2019, what's the best way to have a good relationship with a girl?
I feel like the key word is confidence.
Confidence in yourself?
Confidence in the relationship.
Okay.
Understanding and confidence. If you guys have understanding and confidence in each other, I feel like that's like the
you mean like trust?
Yeah. Trust. Trust.
When you say confidence, what do you mean exactly?
Confidence in the other person. Yeah. Trust and understanding. Those two things.
When you say understanding, be more specific.
Understanding the other person is the way they are, the way they think, their intentions.
Right. So,
because I might say something and that's not what I'm like. That's not my intentions of what I'm trying to get off. But you know me, and that's not what I meant.
So you'll know me enough to know what I mean, and if I'm doing certain things, it probably means something else.
Exactly.
Shit. So it's almost like you gotta like decode another language,
Pretty
which
much.
we have to do with women, anyways.
Yeah.
But now I would say this. I would say you do have to have understanding and trust and all of that. But I think that nowadays what happens is, and we're seeing it a lot, is that girls, and guys do it a lot too, we will tend, and I say we as in humankind, mankind, we tend to overlook a shitload of red flags right? From the beginning.
Yeah.
Because the beginning is like the best, quote unquote, the best it gets. Because, you just meeting each other and you guys want to be all over each other.
The red flags a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, right. You try to hide them as much, but see, you can't hide your personality for long.
Yeah.
Especially under certain situations, right? 100%. So, under like, some kind of stressful situation or this happens, or this whatever happens. We're very intuitive, human beings in general. And women are even more intuitive than we are, right? So the red flags will come up eventually. You will show parts of your character. As much as you try to hide it, it will come out. There's just no way of hiding it because that's just you. It's like a subconscious thing, right? It happens like behind the curtain. So with that being said, we tend to not look at red flags that pop up
100%.
that we'd be like, wait a minute, did this guy just fucking
like if you
scratch his ass in front of
if you were on the outside, you would have been like, oh hell no, I'm not.
Did this girl just jump up and hug that guy?
Yeah.
That she knew from back. Oh, she just knew from back.
Yeah, but like when it's your girl, you're like, oh yeah, no, it must be. This is how she is.
Well, in the beginning, you're just like, oh, it's just whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fine. They probably knew each other from back then. You figure out your ways
to do a mind trick with yourself to make it seem like it's okay.
You conform.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you kind of like
you settle.
Exactly.
Never settle. Oh. Never
settle at all.
All right, under any circumstance.
So it's like once that happens, in the beginning, it's always gonna happen. You know what I mean? So the relationships fail because the red flags are not being looked at. Do you agree with that?
100%.
What are some of the red flags that for you personally? What are some red flags that you just wouldn't overlook?
Well, the friends are number one. That's like. So
number one red flag.
Our whole friends.
Number one red flag is what her friends are.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's what she is. There's no way around it.
Right. Exactly. Not acquaintances. I'm talking about friends.
I'm talking like her inner three best friends that she's always with.
Right. All right. So that's one.
That's like the.
Right. Those are the standards that you have that you will not.
Nah.
There's no way of overlooking that.
Forever.
It's just
that's like the hoification.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah.
pressing the brakes on that type of shit.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Red flag number one. What else?
Number two.
It's that's the thing. We don't take the time to really set our boundaries is the word I was looking for before. Set our boundaries and be like, listen, doesn't.
If she doesn't take care of her toes, she doesn't take care of her vagina.
Oh yeah, that goes hand in hand, right?
Toes and vaginas go hand in hand. Like if this is toes and this is a vagina, they be chilling like this.
Just together, like that. Right? It's
listen, always check a girl's toes. First thing when I meet a girl, yo, shorty, take off socks and shoes right now.
What if it's like the middle of winter?
Nah, I'll be saying this.
What if it's Ugg season? What if it's sweatpants and Ugg season?
That's even better, because if them feet stink, that means she has the same Uggs from last year. Yo, every winter, girls must buy a new set of Uggs, because if not, they start leaning it and they look like saggy loaves of bread.
Yeah, they look like
they're having they sprained their ankle and the Uggs just fall. Anyways.
Yeah. That's just what it is.
Toes and vaginas go together. So if shorty's toes is messed up, that vagina ugly, boy.
It's just unkept. It's like 1980s vagina.
I'll just hit you with a fact. Toes and vagina go hand in hand. Not everybody knew that, but others do.
Note that down. That's something that should go on your list. Checklist. You know what I mean? One of the main ones up there. Exactly. Check that up there. Now, what's another one? Give me 3. That was 2. Now give me one more.
You want one more?
Yeah, one more. One more thing that is just, it just cannot be overlooked.
I don't know, bro. You kind of got to look at their relationship with their parents.
Okay, let's say even before that, because usually they usually try to wait a little bit for you to meet the parents, but like something else, something that's like immediate.
If shorty lets you hit in the first 3 weeks.
What, good or bad?
That's not good.
Really? That's interesting.
All right.
No. Don't make my. Don't make my reaction change the answer. I'm just saying.
3 weeks. 3 weeks is a long time. If you chilling with her every weekend. Every
okay,
week.
right.
Like, say it was the 5th time you chilled. Dudes nowadays are hating by the 3rd time.
Yeah, usually.
For the most part.
Usually.
So if shorty makes me wait a good 3-4 weeks, we in love.
Yeah? I don't know, man. I feel like if a girl makes me wait too long, she's not really...
Into you?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Like, you ever met someone and then you just have that connection? It's gonna sound all like fucking romantic. You know, I'm not really a romantic.
I don't know. Lately, you've been a little soft lately.
Lately, right? Fuck, man. So maybe I shouldn't say this. I'm gonna say it anyway. Fuck it. I've been softening up lately. So now I would say this, like, you ever met, like, had that connection with a girl and just, like, fucking everything she says is, like, dope and you know, good conversation and you guys could just, you can feel like you could be yourself and you guys are just like,
senses and shit.
yeah, it's like, nah, what the fuck? But it's like they I don't want to say that they get you at a certain level, but like you ever had inside jokes with somebody?
Yeah.
I'm talking about inside jokes. Like, it's just, I'm not talking about the basic shit with like friends. I'm talking about like inside jokes, like inside, like a bunch.
Y'all understand each other.
I mean, yeah, it's just inside
unspoken level. It's inside.
Yeah, and you could play around with her and make fun of her, and she doesn't get offended.
Yeah,
I think that's fucking awesome.
Me too.
So when that happens, you just like, all right, man, you know, things are going and blah blah blah, and it almost seems like the next logical step is to smash, and then once you smash, you don't feel, well, I don't feel like, and this happened before, that I'm just like, wow, like that shit was dope. Like I didn't feel like she was a hoe or anything.
Yeah,
like she was like too easy. I didn't feel that at all. I'm like, all right, she wants to, you know, that's dope. And we've had like long relationships based off of that.
I'm happier in love, bro.
It's not actuality. This is not based on actual events.
Guys, mark this episode 4 as the day Oscar admitted he was in love on the Blues.
I'm not in love. I'm not in love. I'm in love with this. I'm in love with this cash, bro. I'm in love with this cash, bro. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
The greenbacks. But yeah, it's I think that's something that's noted because I've known a couple guys that have said the same thing you do. It's like, yo, I smashed this girl like the first time, like on the first time like the second time we chilled, and then I was in, and I'm like, bro, but what if like the girl actually fuck with you?
Nah.
And it depends. Like if he shows me the girl and I talk, bro, you could tell if a girl's a hoe, like right away. I could tell if a girl's a hoe right away. Immediately. And then like obviously as I chill with her more, like I'm like, oh, maybe I was wrong about her. So but I could usually tell if she's like,
you've never thought someone was a hoe and she wasn't.
No. I've thought somebody was a hoe and I was 100% dead accurate. Always. I've thought that girls weren't hoes.
You were the official hoe spotter.
Was a hoe? Nah. And then like even the ones that I'm like, wait a minute, this girl's a hoe. And then I thought back, I don't want to say she's a hoe, but when the girl's like, you know, she's just been around. And then I look back and I'm like, of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yo, like, do you think you can unhoe yourself?
Yourself?
No, I'm not like, I
or like as a girl.
Girls are doing. Like, I think they're trying to unhoe themselves. And I think that's really hard to do.
I mean, it's rough, man, because when you're a young chick, like, when you're young, like from what, like 16 to...
Fucking 20?
Yeah, not even, like to fucking, yeah, like 22. 16 to 22, 23. And you want to go explore your sexuality. I mean, you're a girl, and if you're attractive, you don't have to be attractive nowadays. You know that. But like...
What do you mean I know that?
No. I mean, like, you know, girls... I mean, like, average girls actually get more attention than the really hot ones.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, at least in the sex game, because guys will always go after the average chicks because they feel like they could score more. You know what I mean? So, and they're a little intimidated by the more attractive ones. But like a girl will explore her sexuality, and you know, if she wants to go around and do her thing, I'm sure she'll get to a point where like, yo, maybe I shouldn't be fucking this many guys. Stephanie, maybe I just shouldn't be fucking this many guys. You know, I think we should. But I think we should slow down.
Is there a point of no return?
Yeah, man. Of course, there's a point of no return. But see, that's the thing. It's like in everything in life. It's like when some girl or when somebody became obese, like a fat as fuck. There's a point that person was like looking down and was like, bro, if I don't get my shit together, I'm not gonna be able to fucking wear pants anymore. It's gonna be sweatpants from now until I die. You know, or like just people that got to a certain point, an extreme.
Yeah.
There's always a self reflection. Like we're human beings.
Yeah.
And it came a point where you're like, yo, bro, if I don't cut my toenails, it's gonna come out of my fucking shoe.
Yeah, like the other day, I told myself if I don't stop smoking hookah all the time, I'm gonna end up when I'm older, I'm gonna cough up charcoal dust.
That's if you get to your older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's just that type of shit.
I understand. So you don't think a girl can unhold themselves?
It's rough, man. It's
I'm talking about, okay, how about this? High school.
Uh-huh.
Girl, she's known as like a hoe in high school. That's a bad thing to say. I don't even like saying that, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Hoe?
Yeah, like a girl was a hoe. Like,
nah, it's just...
She's been around the block.
She did her thing.
And it's a well-known. She's an outside hoe.
Right.
It's a well-known hoe.
Right. She's a well-known... She got out there.
She got out there a lot, and it was well-known. You better stop yawning, bro.
No, it's not yawn. It's like... I thought I was going to sneeze real quick.
Yeah, me too.
Go ahead.
Okay. Totally forgot what I was saying.
That if a girl is
okay.
known...
So you see her 5 years later.
Uh-huh.
And a bunch of dudes in your high school was smashing that.
Mm-hmm.
She likes you now. Shorty bad.
Jeez, I know where this is going already.
Personality.
Uh-huh.
She's bad. Looks good. Like everything. Pretty much the perfect girl.
Yeah.
But when y'all were in high school, she was out here getting slammed.
Jeez. She's getting slammed, dude?
Yeah.
I mean...
You still covering? I'm not covering.
Like, and I find out?
Nah, like you in high school knew her. You saw her. You knew her.
Oh, and then
like,
now...
Like you knew of her in high school. And like, y'all didn't connect then because she was, out doing her thing. But you knew that dude was in and out of there fast, right, from me?
Yeah.
And then 5 years later, y'all reconnected at a coffee shop. She's reading the newspaper, reading the Daily News. She goes, "Hey, Javier."
Nah, I wouldn't be able to do it, man. I wouldn't be able to.
You guys had the inside joke she loved.
I know too much. I know too much. It's like...
Okay, question.
It's like when you peek behind the curtain and you can't be like... I already know how the show goes. It's like a puppet show, and I'm like looking at the people like underneath. I remember that happened when I was a little kid. I saw behind the curtain, I saw like the puppeteers, and I'm like, dude, there's some guy with his hand up like a toy, and that's the puppets. That was death to me, man. I was like, I could never look at a puppet show the same way. It was false. It was a figment of my... It was a mirage. You know what I mean? So I saw behind the curtain. So it's the same thing. I saw behind the curtain. I know you shouldn't judge anybody on their past experiences, but I just won't be able to, have like, you know what I mean? Like if I'm hitting that or if we're having sex, there's nothing else that I'm going to think about except like when she got trained by like the football team. Or just, you know what I'm saying? Like she was just getting down and I'm just going to be like, it's just, I can't, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I just, and we always think, it's a scientific fact that if we remember things, we only remember them with a 50% accuracy.
Really?
It's a scientific fact. So whenever you're like thinking back that this happened this way,
yeah,
you're 50% wrong. Always. Absolutely always. So it's like, of course we're going to tend to exaggerate shit. 100%. I'll exaggerate the shit out of it. Even if it didn't happen like that.
Yeah.
So if I knew, and I wasn't there to see it, that she was just, she was at a party and then like three dudes hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like, maybe it wasn't even like, maybe she didn't even hit. Maybe she just like beat them off or something like that, right? She just gave him a little handle. That's like when a handy hand.
That's like when you tell your girl I saw that guy hand you a drink. Like or like okay, all the dudes they don't hand your girl a drink, but you're like, nah, he was handing you a drink. He was looking at your vagina.
Yeah.
And you threw it. I think your hand almost hit his dick when you went to grab the drink.
It's just the way we're gonna look at it.
Like I look at asses differently once I figured out that women shit.
Yeah.
Not really.
I was like, what's one thing that I realized? I was thinking about the other day. I'm like during sex, like when you first had sex, didn't you realize or weren't you surprised that the girls like where you put your dick in was like all the way back here? For like the longest time, I thought it was like up here in the front. And I'm like, damn, is this shit all the way back? I don't know. I just fucking think about that the other day. I was just like, what the hell?
You was thinking that.
Yeah, man. I was just like, holy shit. But like back to what we were saying, if a girl did that and it could have just been 3 handies, right? She just gave 3 happy endings. In my head, I wasn't there to see that happen, so I'm gonna immediately assume that they all porno starred her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like straight up
almost like World Star
bukkake type.
Word.
Something crazy. There was a lot of saliva and juices flowing.
Guys, if you have any kids watching this podcast, this would be the time to cover their ears.
This would be the time to turn it off. Honestly, we're over the 25-minute mark, bro.
All right, so why don't you end it with the O remark?
So today's final thought on the Blue Room Theory episode 4. We're gonna end up like we usually do, right where we started.
Gang.
So the idea is to think as big as possible, and there really is. There's no limit. The sky's not the limit. Not whatever. It's think bigger. Exaggerate. If you're exaggerating and people are telling you that, oh, it's too much, man. Oh, that's way too high. It's absolute bullshit, man. They're just looking at it from their lens, from their filter, from their point of view.
Facts.
Exactly.
Talk to them, oh.
So the point is, when you think bigger, you actually free yourself to, what would you call it? Over excel, and to actually go and pursue those things, and not stop at a certain point. And instead of you being, let's put this at a tangible example. Not just a worker. You want to be the boss, right? They don't give you a job at Subway. You go build the Subway and hire yourself. And after that, you hire yourself. You build, you know what I'm saying? You build your own corporate office.
And then your own sandwich named after you. That's
it. It's not Subway. It's O-Way. Thai-Way. You know what I mean? Some type of shit like that. Something like that.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Something along those lines. So that's the point. That's what thinking bigger is. Don't let your circumstances define you. Exaggerate the shit out of your vision.
Yep.
Because that's where you're going to head. And most likely you'll always hit that mark.
It's a fact.
All right. So this episode is brought to you by Skunk DoctorUSA. Make sure you get all 5 cents and visit them at www.skunkdoctorusa.com and eliminate smoke odor forever. And it's also brought to you by
MobHookah.com, where you can get your latest and most innovative sleek designs from MobHookah.com, where you get your hookahs, hookah accessories, and hookah products today. Summer's coming. Yeah.
That's right. Outside, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Get that mob box, that Boda hookah.
Get that Boda hookah in a mob box, boy.
That will attract literally everybody that passes by. 100%. That's not even bullshit. It's
yours will go up by 25%.
100%. All right, guys. This concludes today's episode, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Gang.